What's going on, the Copywriting Call podcast? It's your boy Loso 2.0, the copy god himself. I know I'm looking a little rough today, even sound a little tired today. Long day of getting buckets, but I still had to put out my information for you guys. So today we're going to talk about not caring about what anyone else thinks outside of your targeted audience, right? So this is very big for entrepreneurs because nowadays, regardless of what your business is, you are attached to your business. So you are your own brand. So a lot of times when you say certain things or you feel certain things about your audience, about your brand, people are going to dislike what you have to say. It's just, the way things are. People are going to dislike what you have to say, what you think and all that. But you cannot allow this to basically put you in a negative mood, right? Because a lot of times people are not going to like what you have to say. And hear me out, right? Regardless of what you are, we talked about this in this idea of polarity. People are not going to, you can say anything out there. You can say chocolate ice cream is the best. There's people who love chocolate ice cream who are going to be with you, and there's some people that hate chocolate ice cream and say this is so disgusting, and literally just say that. Like, they're just gonna really dislike your opinion, and they may even dislike you, which is really personal, but they may dislike you based off of the type of opinions that you have on certain subjects, certain topics. Man, I'm telling you this, people dislike me just for being me, just for the way I look. I don't know, cars I drive, the way I play basketball, the way I speak on here, the way I read. And the thing about it too is, right, when they're not your target audience, a lot of times they will get extremely violent or disrespectful a lot of times too. So just because they may not like something about you, something that you do, you can literally not be liked for just living, right? They will be disrespectful. Remember, I talked about it in the 3 steps of, when they're the 3 steps of them, believing you, right? The first is they're going to ridicule you and they're going to laugh, at what you say, right? Or laugh at you until you can. And that's funny. I'm actually watching Naruto when I was talking about that too. The second thing they'll do is they'll violently oppose. So they'll literally violently oppose, be disrespectful under your videos, anything like that. Like, they really are just disrespectful because they aren't your target audience. They don't agree in your opinion. And instead of telling you that they don't agree with you, they will say, I don't agree with you, but I want you to also know that I don't like you. They try to take it personal. And what they're doing really is they're pushing their realities on you. Remember, I talked about this in my last episode when I was talking about the idea of that honeymoon phase, right? It only ends when you stop working at it. Now, when people feel like they can't do something, they don't only want you to know that they can't do it. They don't only want you to know they disagree with you, but they want you to know that they don't like you, they hate you, and they don't want you to achieve or succeed in life. That's how people are. They really are violent, and there's a lot of things. They're cruel a lot of times, and they do this because they have nothing better to do a lot of times, right? And it is annoying, and it is a shame that this is the way that society moves, but it always moved like this, even in the Bible, right? Instead of telling Jesus they don't agree with him, right? They freaking disrespecting man's, right? Throwing stuff at him, everything. Like, they're just disrespectful because it's people. People can be cruel, or I'm gonna say the average person can be cruel, right? But this is not for the average people, right? The only thing that you can do is cut out the noise. I was actually watching Umbrella Academy, and they were doing that, right? On Umbrella Academy, they were doing a sit-in where they would just sit, African-American men and women will go to a whites-only location and just sit down there and just ask to be served. And while they were sitting down there and just doing that, people were coming up to them, pouring stuff on them, spitting at them, throwing stuff at them, just straight up disrespecting them and being as rude as possible and showing how cruel they can be. It's really crazy to think that some of these people are, and not y'all that listen to this, not you listen to it, but maybe some people may come across this video. It's some people's grandparents out there that was doing this type of stuff because people are cruel. Like I said, they don't only want you to know that they don't agree with you. They want you to know that they don't agree with you. They don't like you, and they don't want you to succeed in life. And I really got this. Actually, I've gotten this a lot growing up, right? Because I originally started Originally, I was a Christian, right, growing up. After I got introduced to it by my friend. So I ran through a lot of these same things. But then after doing my own research, after having a mentor, after actually opening up the Bible myself, actually doing some research, some Hebrew research, all stuff like that, I seen that I'm not Christian. It was never put in the Bible. Christianity was never put in the Bible, right? It was, those words never came across. But I will get tore apart for not being a Christian because I will question them. I will literally question the pastor, and they will see that as a problem. Like, you shouldn't question the pastor, right? But it's like, no, they are a God, but they are not the God. They are not the most high. They are not higher, sure, higher. So I will always do that, right? And that's how my video was, right? My video that I put out there doing the Thor breakdown, I talk about stop relying on God. And they got torn apart by these quote unquote Christians, right? These people who claim to be so, oh, I'm so peaceful, but they're not, though, right? They really are. Remember, I told you, people are cruel. When they dislike you or they don't agree with your opinion, they not only tell you they don't, but they tell you they don't like you. So that's what these quote unquote Christians were doing, right? They were commenting things like, one actually called me a fool. And I will have to disagree. I'm no fool, man. I'm literally intelligent. I'm an intelligent person. In fact, I'm the greatest speaker, greatest copywriter ever to do it. So it's like, there's no way that you could disrespect me and call me a fool. I don't take it personal. Another one said I was ignorant. He didn't even try to, spell it right, really. You know what I mean? Which, whatever. He was actually ignorant of things because, I'm just not even going to get into that. One told me I was misleading the Christian faith. First of all, I'm not even Christian. That's what I want to start with first, right? Is that I'm not Christian. If you are listen to my videos and you are Christian, you may not like some of the things I have to say. That's okay with me, though, right? You don't have to like some of the things I have to say. It's okay. That's fine with me. Yeah, I mean, but if you do listen to my videos, you will see that I'm not really bashing the Christian faith. I'm talking about in general what happens. Now, may not be talking exactly to you because some people are different, but I'm just telling you exactly most of the stuff that I've seen. And I wasn't misleading anybody. If you don't have to follow anything I say. In fact, I tell you not to just follow what I say. I tell you to do your own research. One told me there was deception in my mind and that they pray that Jesus takes it out or something like that. First of all, Jesus, we need to stop doing this. Jesus was a son of God, just like we're sons of gods and daughters of gods. We are children of the Most High. We were just like Jesus. We were the same as him. So stop freaking saying, it's just annoying when people say that. And then one told me that we aren't gods either. Okay, you don't know who you are then if you don't know that you're God. We were made in the likeness and we were made in the image and the likeness of the Most High, I am God. So we are all gods, and there can be more. There is more than one God. Greek mythology talks about they have their gods, Poseidon, Zeus, stuff like that. Then in Middle Eastern, they got their gods. Then we have there's different gods. Some people, money is God. Remember I told y'all in Thor, they was talking about that too. So, but the thing is, like, all these things, I took the time to respond to them only because, first of all, it helps with your engagement when you respond, right? Because then they keep responding, stuff like that. And then it helps, bring everything up. But really, I didn't honestly care, though. I did not take stuff personal. And that's what this video is about. I'm actually showing you how you shouldn't take it personal. But I would comment back because, like I said, it increases the engagement of your stuff. But at the end of the day, right? They still viewed my stuff. They still took the time out to comment, even though they hated me so much. This is what people do. This is you taking advantage of that idea of the polarity that I was talking about before, right? But I did like one comment that I actually wanted to talk about, right? I liked how she was talking about something how the Arabic people say. It's called tawakku, all right? Which is, and there's two of them. There's Tawakkul with two Ks. So it's Tawakkul. And then there's Tawakkul again, which is Tawaakul. So one has two Ks, one has two As. The ones with two Ks, though, is relying on God by putting in the work. That's what Arabic people say. So they said they wouldn't word. She said she wouldn't word it like that. They said they wouldn't word it like that. But they do understand what I'm saying. And then Tawakkul with two As actually shunned in Arabic because it's people that just rely on God without putting it in the work, and they just expect God to do different things for them. I did like that comment, so I wanted to put that on there. But the point of the matter is, right, don't care what anyone else say outside of your targeting audience. And in anything, they don't like you. They're going to tell you they don't like you, but that's good. That's good for your engagement and increases your views and all the stuff in your comments. So definitely keep doing your own thing, man. Don't worry about that. Keep being you. Don't let nobody tell you, because If you care about what the audience says when they're not your target audience, a lot of times that's when you start getting called different things. It's going to make you feel negative, depressed, whatever, right? Don't take it personal. So that's really what I had to say, man. Like this video, comment, subscribe, whatever you got to do below. And, you know, just keep killing the day. Remember, you pray for marketing like this. Sales God / copy God / 2.0 out.